Hi, I'm Toni Toney, the creator of the Ecotarian Revolution and author of the Ecotarian Diet. Every day I hear the same question. Toni Toney, what's for breakfast, lunch, and dinner as an Ecotarian? So what I tell them is that the most important thing that you can understand is that your body is completely connected to the light-dark cycle. That light-dark cycle is called the circadian rhythms. There are 3 cycles. The first cycle is the elimination cycle, the second is the consumption cycle, and the third is the assimilation cycle. When we eat outside of those rhythms is when our body becomes congested to the point where germs can take hold, and we lose our immunity at that point. So the incredible thing for me is to understand that from 4 o'clock in the morning until 12 o'clock at noon, we are in the elimination cycle. So that's why you want to either drink water during the course of the morning or eat fruit. Fruit are they're nature's cleansers. They will help you cleanse all of the metabolic waste that your body eliminated during the night. So again, those foods are fruits. What I generally do is I generally drink water up until about 10 or 11 o'clock, and then I go for a smoothie. So right now, I am going to fix you a banana date smoothie. Now that smoothie is really sweet, but it's also semi-cleansing for those of you who are just starting on the Ecotarian way of living. Because if you go for watermelon, or if you go for mangoes, or if you go for any other fruit that's basically all water and no starch at all, then your body begins to eliminate, sometimes a little bit too fast. So for you who are beginner Ecotarians, I'm going to fix you a smoothie right now that is one of my absolute favorites, and I call that the banana date smoothie. So what I'm going to do is I always use this pure coconut water by Naked. And the reason is because it's not coconut water from a concentrate. Concentrated coconut waters have a little bit too much sugar content, where this has absolutely none. 0 fat. So what I'm going to do is I basically do just about everything I do without a recipe. But for those of you who sign up for our newsletter, I will send you this recipe. So I'm going to pour about 16 ounces of coconut water into the NutriBullet. I love my NutriBullet RX. You can find the NutriBullet RX at Bed Bath & Beyond, or most any other kitchen store. But the NutriBullet RX is my favorite because it comes with a large pitcher like this. The regular NutriBullet, not RX, it's smaller. I like to make large smoothies so that I can eat those smoothies. I say eat because I make mine a little bit thick, but so I can eat or drink those smoothies throughout the morning. So here we go. We're going to first put the coconut water in, and now we're going to add an organic banana, of course. And again, Naked, when you look at the container, it's also non-GMO, fair trade, and it is organic. So we add our banana, and this morning I'm going to put a banana and a half in here actually. And dates are one of my favorite foods, and most people don't realize how nutritious dates are. Dates are loaded with calcium, magnesium, copper, just about any mineral that you can think of, and also they are always in season. What I'm going to put in are basically menjul dates. Menjul dates, again, when you look up dates, type of dates, Google it. It's kind of fun to explore because soft dates are my favorite. I have some friends that like the dry dates, but for me the dry dates, you have to use too much saliva to begin to really start digesting the dry dates. So I put a lot of dry dates in, and again, this is your menjul date, and this is what's called a Bahari date. And the Bahari date and the menjul dates are the only 2 soft dates that are on the market, and the others are considered dry dates. Now, I'm so grateful to David Wolf because he was at my house last month, and David, who is the spokesperson for NutriBullet, he brought me some of the most incredible vanilla beans from his backyard in Hawaii. So thank you, David. And if you can find straight vanilla beans, they're the absolute best. Again, it's not just an extract, so you're not getting part of the vanilla bean, you're getting the whole bean. So we're gonna put the whole bean in. And I like a little bit of cinnamon in mine. And, you know, for those of you who don't care for cinnamon, you don't have to, but again, when you're buying cinnamon, make sure that it's organic cinnamon. So again, if I were to add nuts, now these are soaked nuts, soaked almonds, 100% raw organic, and the reason that I don't generally add them first thing in the morning is because it would stop my elimination cycle. But because it is 11 o'clock, almost 12 noon, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add those almonds. They make it taste better, they make it thicker, and almonds are also a great food. So here we go with our NutriBullet. And it'll go through 2 cycles. And it blends so beautifully. I have to talk a little bit about it. It's so beautifully. Can you hear me? Yum. NutriBullet RX. Now the NutriBullet would take it through another cycle. I turned it off just then, and the reason is because I don't want my smoothie hot. This NutriBullet will make hot soups for you. It's so amazing, and you know, and we can talk about that a little bit later too, you know, like what's for lunch. So you can literally make a hot soup in the NutriBullet RX. So for those of you who would like the recipe again, all you have to do is go to my website, tonitoney.com. Take a look at the front page and sign in, and I will send you the recipe, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and drink the whole thing. What a way to wake up the day. So good. So go ecotarian, and when you do, you will discover that these circadian rhythms that nature has designed for us will help you to not only go through your own personal elimination cycle and not only go through your personal consumption cycle and your assimilation cycle, but it will take you into a level of health that you cannot even believe. So follow the circadian rhythms and go ecotarian.